Happy Thursday, everyone. I am so excited to hop over into the Soulpreneur speaking community and share with you all our very first Throat Chakra Thursday Live. I think I need some music going and to make this like the most fun thing ever because I am so excited about it. I have written down so many ideas for what to do. At first I thought this should be like a mini course or any number of things, but then I was like, wait, I have something that I could do every Thursday for at least all of 2020. So I really hope that you guys like Throat Chakra Thursday because I am so excited to share with you. So you might be thinking, Megan, what is Throat Chakra Thursday? Well, let me tell you. First, in this video, I'm going to tell you what chakras even are because I know some of you don't really understand what a chakra is, and I get that. So I want to explain to you a little bit more about chakras, and every week I'll build more, so make sure you ask questions. Then I'll talk specifically about the throat chakra, and then today's throat chakra tip is to do lion's breath. That's a yoga pose. Well, it's more of like a pranayama, like a type of breath, obviously, since it's called lion's breath, to open up your throat chakra. So without further ado, first, what are these chakras that I keep talking about? So there's 7 throughout the body, and they're like an energy center. So if that's a little too woo-woo or like mystical for you to grasp, and you're like, what is an energy center? I have an energy system in my body. You do. Another way to think about it, though, is your nervous system. So each of the 7 chakras, if you look at a map of how your nervous system is laid out in your body, you've got a cluster of nerves where each of the chakras are. And your nerves are part of like how you respond in times of challenges and how your body distributes chemicals that make you feel different ways. So there's a lot of like biochemical reactions happening too if you're more into the science side of it. If you're more into the mystical side of it, you can think of them as energy centers. And I like to do a mixture of both the science and the mystical because life's more fun when you're a little bit of both. And I'm also a Gemini for those that were curious, so that's probably why I like connecting the two. But let's get back on track. So chakras, energy centers through your body. You have 7 of them. There's so much detailed information on chakras all over the web. My favorite person, and if you want someone credible, which is something I value than Googling random chakra things, her name's Anadea Judith, and it's spelled out over in the or up here, wherever you're watching this. I've got her name. She's been studying this for 30, 40 years and really blends the Western and Eastern perspectives nicely to help you understand your body more. And so one metaphor that she uses that is really great is think of your physical body like a vehicle. And if that's the case, then your consciousness is the driver. Right? You're making the decisions in life. That's what your consciousness does. And then yoga is the path, right? It's the road that your body can go through. There's lots of other paths out there, but yoga is, I think, the best path, but no judgment. You pick a path that's right for you. But chakras are really the map in this metaphor. So another way that I like to think about chakras is the wheels of like a clock, or the gears of a clock is the word I'm looking for, right? So you have one gear that goes this way that would turn the gear this way, that turns this gear this way. So your chakras are this energy system through your body, and they are all connected. I'm going to focus the most on the throat chakra because it's the center of creativity and communication, and I'm a speech coach. So of course I love communication and talking and sharing all about throat chakras and lots of other stuff with you all. But let me run through the other 6 chakras because there's 7, so you understand a bit more. So usually, traditionally, we start with the root chakra, and you'll see like my banner up there. I'm really into the chakras, guys. I have a banner and everything. The root chakra is that first red one, and so red's the color associated with it, and it's called the root chakra. It's at the very base of your spine, and it's all about survival. like another way to think about the chakras are Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So with the survival need, it's your housing, safety, security, all of that fits under root chakra. Then moving up, you see the orange banner up there. That is your sacral chakra, and it's orange, and it's all about emotions and sexuality. And then the next one is your solar plex, that's yellow. And I also love the solar plex chakra. It's all about personal power and really fully being yourself. I even have a tattoo that's the dove of Peace Corps. I was a Peace Corps volunteer, other story. And also doves represent peace. But inside, you can kind of see, is a lotus flower that has 10 petals. So lotus flowers also represent chakras because they emerge out of mud and they start like this and then they bloom into petals. And every one of the chakras has a lotus flower with a different number of petals that's associated with it. So the third one, the solar plex chakra, that's all about your personal power, it has 10, but a whole other deeper level. So today I'm just doing an introduction to all of them. The fourth one is your heart chakra, and it's the green one, and it's all about love and peace, as to be expected, right? Then you have your throat chakra, like I said, and it's blue, and it's all about communication, creativity, all that. Then you have your third eye chakra, which you've probably heard of your third eye before in yoga, or if you've done a visualization exercise and they're like, see it in your third eye. And that's because your third eye is all about intuition and imagination. And so you can't see it, but it's indigo. It's like a purpley blue, really rich color. And then the last one isn't part of your physical body. It's the crown chakra that elevates a little bit above your head, right? And it's where knowledge, transcended consciousness, and understanding all come from. And so when we use speaking as the example, some people really think, like my spiritual teacher Gabby Bernstein's one of these people that and another person is Elizabeth Gilbert that explains things this way, that ideas and speeches really move from your throat chakra to your third eye and out of your throat. So they move from your crown chakra, your third eye and out your throat. And you more download the message that it's not necessarily of you, which I think is a really cool way of thinking about your messages. And when you're speaking and you feel in the flow, that's part of how you can come to recognize the energy moving through your body. So you can also, there's so many metaphors that we use to discuss our nerves and how much anxious we are with public speaking that we can use to talk about our chakras too. So for instance, have you heard of butterflies in your stomach before when you're speaking, right? That's your sacral, your sacral or your solar plex chakra. It makes you feel like you've got butterflies flying around and making you so nervous in your stomach, but it's really just extra energy. And so I don't like to describe it as something negative or bad. I just think of it as extra energy to help me do my speech better. And we'll talk more about that in future Throat Chakra Thursdays / just Chakra Thursdays, but more fun with the throat than it's alliteration and tease, which I love. Let me get us back on track. So that's one. Another one that we often hear is that your throat's closing in on itself, right? If you've ever felt like you couldn't share something, you might have felt like you were literally being strangled, right? Or your throat was closing. And we know medically, it's not that your throat is literally swelling shut. It just feels that way for some reason. And that's that whole bundle of nerves or your chakras, your throat chakra, that's specifically closing around it. And so today what we're going to talk about is for if you get that feeling, or even if you just want to open your throat chakra more, one way you can do it is called lion's breath. And so what you'll want to do is sit comfortably on the floor. Right now I'm doing a little cheerleader squat, so I'm going to reorganize myself. I like to sit on a block, and I just place it between my legs. You can't really see, but And then I sit back. You can just sit back on your ankles too, but you want your knees together and to sit back on your heels. And then we'll just take a couple breaths together, but I'll tell you the sound that we're going to make to practice to begin with. And then we'll take a couple breaths making that sound and then come back and I'll show you what really makes it a lion's breath. But I want to get you invested first before we do the silly thing that is actually lion's breath. So the first thing is that you make the sound on the exhale. So it's like ha, and like imagine that you're fogging up a glass or like the mirror in the shower. So and you open your jaw really wide. So fun, right? And so you do that on the exhale. So let's actually close our eyes, get comfortable, make sure you're seated in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and together we'll take one breath without the sound just to regulate our breathing some and get us on the same page. And so together, inhale for 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3. Now we're going to add the sound ha as we exhale. So take a deep inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, inhale, then slowly open your eyes. Having fun yet? I love doing this. It's so great. So that is the sound that you make. Now we're going to actually look like a lion and really stretch out our throat so we can fully open up our chakra, because our physical and energetic bodies are so intertwined. And that's why we do yoga poses to open chakras. Every chakra also has a different sound that goes with it. You can do color therapy. There's all kinds of stuff with chakras. But the lion's breath, to finish, so you have your hands flat on your knees and you extend your fingertips as you, but you just touch the very bottoms of your knees. You just can't quite see. So you extend on your exhale, but you keep your chest open, right? And then the other thing that you do, second thing, is your tongue, the very tip of it is going to come and touch your chin. So you open it up like you're really a lion, like yawning, right? So I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what we're going to do. And then the third thing is that your eyes look up towards your third chakra. So you can see how now we're connecting more of like your heart and even somewhat your solar plex chakra to your throat and your third eye. So everything becomes in alignment as you start to open up your throat chakra. So we'll take one more breath to begin with, like we did last time, of just an inhale and exhale to get us centered. And then we're going to do 5 lion's breaths all together. So get comfy. Go ahead and close your eyes. And together we'll take an inhale, 2, 3, 4, and just a normal exhale, 3, 4. Take a deep inhale and lion's breath. Inhale. Three more. Inhale. I hope you aren't just watching. Make sure you're doing it along with me. Inhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale. Last one. Really feel it. Inhale and let it all go. keep your eyes closed for a minute and start to really feel the energy shifting in your body. Feel how perhaps your throat chakra is a little more open. You feel more of a sensation there. Maybe you feel a little less stressed. The silliness of it increased your confidence to be a little more silly on the stage, or for your next live, if I can get on here and do lion's breath, you can definitely jump on your Facebook Live and talk about your coaching businesses. Go ahead and slowly open your eyes. Thank you all so much for joining me. Today was the very first Throat Chakra Thursday. I can't wait to continue to do more throughout all of 2020. So as you have questions about what chakras are and how they all relate to your throat chakra and all the questions you can think of, please add them to the comments. I would love, love, love to hear all your questions and start to answer them, because I truly think that learning our chakra system helps us become a better speaker. It helps us feel that energetic alignment within ourselves, with the universe, and with our audience. And so I'll talk much more about this in future Facebook Lives, talking on Thursdays when we talk about Throat Chakra Thursday. So thanks again for joining me. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I hope you did practice lion's breath, because it's so fun, it's silly, and opens your throat chakra. So have a great day. Bye-bye.